I'm now live. Hello from the Cello Guru. Here we are. We are live. We're going to do these short sessions this week. We're going to get warmed up together, guys. And we're just going to talk about sound a little bit. These are going to be really short, 10 minutes or something. So you got to be in here to get the benefits of this. There's one viewer. Yay! You can watch this later. Warm up with me every day this week. I want to get you guys working on your sound. Hi, Miriam. You. It's a private lesson with Miriam right now. Guys, we're going to work on sound, and we're just going to do some really basic. Hi, Adrian. We're going to just do some basic warm up together. I just want to get all you guys warming up every day, and I thought I'd warm up with you so that I warm up too. So for me, I didn't put any rosin on my bow. I just really want to concentrate on the sound, where it's coming out, where is my contact point, right? So for me, this thing, it's really good to wipe your cello off so then you can see where your bow is moving. So I'm going to start off the week just doing the open strings. You guys can do these with me. That's why we're here. In fact, I'm going to have a warm-up session where we all wear our PJs, because that's really fun. So let's just talk about the elements for a minute that define your sound. Okay, we're going to talk about this every day, or I'm going to talk about it. Hey, Barbara in Germany. Nice to see you. Soulful sound elements. Elements for soulful sound. So I used to teach this all the time because this is the most important thing to me, soulful sound, right? Or cellist, right? But then I started teaching improv because I think everybody needs it. And soulful sound fell by the wayside a little. So that's why I thought I'd just do these 5 days, really quick, in and out, soulful sound work. We really need it. I heard a cellist last week who just had a lot of potential ability, but the sound she just wasn't getting how to make a sound. So that's why I'm inspired to come in here. Also, this is a good 5 days to the masterclass series that's next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The Cello Freedom Masterclass series. Those will be longer. Those will be like 45 minutes to an hour, where we'll work on Can't Help Falling in Love with You. So if you're not signed up for that, make sure you sign up for that, okay? There's a million places on this page. Hi, Shu. It's nice to see you from Alaska. All right, we're just about to warm up. So we were talking about the elements. So here are some of the elements, okay? There's a lot of them that are going to define and build your own unique sound. One is that you want to squish the stick. Super important. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to touch the hairs on, but it squishes together, right? And this is the way you grab the string, by squishing the stick, right? As you pull your bow out, your right elbow is going to go up so that you can get some leverage, right? You pull and it goes up, and the tennis ball drops. As you go back in, you get the tennis ball in your armpit again, because there's a lot of weight here. So you don't need the extra leverage, right? So as you go out, you can just do this in the air with me. Everything's straight. Your right arm is straight, right? You can hold it out straight. As you go out on the bow, you're going to come in, and your right elbow is going to go up in the air. Not your shoulder. That's different. It's just the elbow. And that just allows you to turn your wrist, right? And pour the milk. So that's what's called pouring the milk. As we go out, elbow, tennis ball in the armpit. As you go out, tennis ball drops, and you start to pour the milk. As you get leverage, your elbow goes in the air, not your shoulder, right? That's super important. All right, so squish the stick is the first one. You want to squish the stick, grab the string, pour the milk, right? Simple wrist action. Hello, Jacobian from Amsterdam. Nice to see you. We're talking about the elements for a soulful sound, okay? Squish the stick, pour the milk to get leverage, right? Elbow goes up as you go out because the heavy part's going away from you, right? So you have to make up for that somehow, right? As you go back in, tennis ball comes back in, and then you don't need the leverage anymore because the weight is coming back in, okay? So let's all just do this in the air, and then we'll talk about a couple more elements, and then we'll do our open string warm-ups, okay? So ready? So hold on with your left hand. Your bow's gonna pull with your right hand, and left hand is just loose, just holding it there, okay? So we're gonna start here. See all the weight right here? You can feel it, right? Now squish, make your fingers jelly bean length apart, jelly bean bow hand. There needs to be space between your fingers, okay? Ready? We're gonna pull with the right hand. Tennis ball is in the armpit now. Weight is on your cello, right? As you pull it out, tennis ball drops from your armpit. You get leverage, you come forward a little, and you pour the milk to your left, right? Or down into your bridge, right? So let's do that again. Everything is straight. You're gonna pull the bow with your right hand, move forward a little, leaning into your cello, and pour the milk to your left. Elbow goes up, you have leverage. Feel the leverage there? Because the weight is going away from your cello, right? Now we're gonna go back in. Tennis ball gets back in your armpit, and you're no longer pouring the milk, right? So that's just an idea of that setup. Squish the stick, pour the milk, make your string ring, relax your arm weight and swing your arm. This is very heavy, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, I don't know how much. It's heavy. We gotta use that, not, what's the word people always wanna use? I don't know, we're not allowed to use restrictive words. We need to be relaxed arm weight is what it means. Pressure, that's one we don't want to use pressure because pressure is going to get you injured. We can't have pressure in our arm and do it over and over, right? So relaxed arm weight, swing your arm. 90-degree angle to the string, everybody, 90 degrees. I don't know if you can see it on here. There it is, 90 degrees. Your bow's going to draw equal, same as your bridge. 90 degrees there, right? Like that, all the way across, the whole way across, right? And then proximity to the bridge, how close is your bow to the bridge? How close is it? There's no right or wrong. You're looking for a sweet spot. On this cello, I like to play up here. It's a sweeter spot. My daughter tells me, no, Mom, you need to get down lower. You need to practice it. So I'm going to work with her on that a little, but we can all find our own sweet spot where the string rings, where we like it, where it gets a good tone. And then bow speed is another factor. How fast are you going? And then you want to find a groove and you want to stay in the groove. So it shouldn't be that much wider than this. All the way across, it should stay in the same spot, okay? So now we're going to do our warm-up. Let's do half notes, 4 per string, whole notes, 4 per string, and 8 beats. That's going to be the long one. We'll do 2 per string, just a down bow and an up bow, okay? Let's do it. We're going to start on C string, and we're going to go over just open strings. This is a warm-up, remember, for our sound, okay? Place your bow in a spot where you like it, where it's easy to make it ring, right? Don't clamp down or anything like that. I just want you to lighten up, loosen up, breathe. Breathe again, that feels good, right? Put your bow on at the frog. A lot of people put it on here. No, I want you to put it on at the frog, okay? And we're gonna do some easy half notes, 4 per string, okay? I want you to think of 2 of the things that we talked about, okay? So I am going to keep my bow 90 degrees, and I'm going to be in one groove, and I'm not gonna let it move up and down, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Half notes. Actually, my hardest string was the A string. What was your hardest string? My A string, the sound started to waver a little bit. But I just want us to really think like loose, light, calm. Take a breath, relax your arm. It's so important. We all kind of just want to do this because we really want to play, right? Okay, so now that was the half notes. And now let's do, do you remember the two things you were working on? Mine was that I'm going to stay in one spot. I'm going to find a groove, stay in one spot, right? And I'm going to squish the stick and keep my bow in that groove. What are your two elements that you're working on? Think of them right now. See if you can remember them the whole way through, okay? Now we're going to do whole notes, 4 beats per string. We're going to do 4 whole notes per bow. Sorry, per string, right? So down 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4, down 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4. Okay? Keep your string ringing. Keep your arm relaxed. Think of your two elements. Ready? I'll give you 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you pull your bow out, you want to diminuendo. You want to get softer, right? And that's why you lean in, and you're gonna like put your arm weight over. You're almost like in the cello a little bit to get some leverage, so you can still squish the stick out there, right? I learned that from Nathaniel Rosen. He taught me how to make crescendos on down bows, and had me practicing them as part of my daily practice, so that when you want to draw a long, perfect bow without crescendoing, it's not hard because you've been practicing making a crescendo, right? When normally what happens is you diminuendo because the weight's going away from your string, right? Okay, so now, hi April, you're late. This is going to be a short session that you can watch. You can watch later too. Okay, now we're going to do 8 beats. You ready? 8 beats is a long one, okay? My two elements are stay in one groove, find one groove on the string and stay in that groove. A sweet spot for me is about right here, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to really squish the stick and make it ring. Think of what your elements are before you do it, okay? You ready? 8 beats, 8 beats, a down bow and an up bow every string, and then we move over. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. There's your sound warm-up. How'd you guys do on that? I'm going to, one more time, go over the elements. And then I want you guys to be thinking about these because this is super, super important, okay? You guys write in the chat how you did with that. If anything was difficult, what was the hardest string? And what did you notice about your sound. Like if you have an adjective for your sound, what was it like? Like mine was pretty golden. I'm pretty happy with it. And we'll do a different exercise every day. But this is the one I recommend doing every day. And tomorrow we'll probably do the 1-0, I think. Okay, the elements, the X factors for getting a sound are, meanwhile you guys write in the chat how you did with that, what your adjective is for your sound today, how it sounded to you, okay, if you were able to do it. Okay, squish the stick, right? Squish the stick. Shu says the A string is the hardest. Yeah, that's why leaning in really helps, Shu. All the strings are sounding so much better than last year. That's excellent, Shu. Okay, what do they sound like, Shu? What is your adjective for today? Are they creamy? Are they golden? Are they just chocolatey? Are they ringing? What are they? Are they soulful? Are they sounding like that? Okay, one more time, the elements. Squish the stick. Make these two go together to grab the string. R8 ging, says Shu. All right, pour the milk. So this is what's going to give you your leverage, right? See that? As you go out, pour the milk, come back in, it gets straighter, right? Drop the tennis ball as you go out. Put it back under as you come back in. Make your string ring, okay? Relax your arm weight. Swing your arm. This kind of arm weight, okay? No pressure, arm weight. 90-degree angle to the string, right? The bow to the string is 90 degrees all the way across, okay? Proximity to the bridge. How close are you to the bridge? If you're really close, it's going to be hard to make a sound, but it'll be louder. As you get further up, it's easier. There's not as much tension, right? Because closer to the bridge, the string is really tight. It gets looser as it comes up, right? Proximity to the bridge is an element. Bow speed. How fast are you going to move your bow to get the sound that you want? That's an element. Find a groove and stay in the groove. I suggest, Shu says, ringing. I don't see any adjectives from anyone else. Everybody write how you sounded today in the chat, okay? So that was warming up with me just on open strings. We're going to do it every day this week, okay? I want you guys to really start thinking about your sound every day. Like you should be thinking about it every day, working on it every day, 5 minutes every day. Barbara says it was going well. The sound was sort of meditative. Yes, I love that, Barbara. Barbara, that is a great word for thinking of our sound in the morning, because that makes me relaxed, right? And we need relaxed. We can't be thinking, I need to get a ton of sound. Just know that if you want to get a ton of sound, you're going to get less sound. Because you're going to be trying so hard, you're going to be forcing it, right? So really, meditative, I love, relaxed. Miriam says, D string wavered more than a string. Ringing, but not yet soulful. Oh yeah, Miriam, you're a pretty soulful player. So I love it that you're working towards that on here. Yeah, okay, so tomorrow I'll see you guys and we're gonna do something else, right? Now you're not really so warmed up, but a little bit. Now you can go practice, all right? Frozen custard, says Adrian, needs more warming up, right? How about hot chocolate, Miriam? Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow at 11. Warming up, we'll probably do 1-0 tomorrow. We'll do a few scales this week. We'll just warm up, and now you can go practice, okay? Okay, bye, guys. See you tomorrow, Barbara. Nice to see you from Germany. Bye, everyone. You can watch this later if you need to find those elements. Okay.